So you stick your little wedgie thing in there, and then you have to lean over there, and then you prise it, maybe.
So I never actually knew that they made saws and blades for pallets. I know I've never used this or done it before, so I'm at a disadvantage. So we just calculated that to build our toilet and bathroom section of the cabin, for the inside cladding alone, we'll need 100 pallets. Afternoon to the wildlands, and welcome to a new series. And in our first episode tonight, we're going to look at the utmost, quickest and best way to break down pallets for building things off-grid. So first, we're going to look at the quickest way to break down pallets. Traditionally, you use a pallet breaker, which is one of Missy's favourite jobs.
Breaking up pallets, really hard work, because they don't want to come out. And the nails are all rusty. So you stick your little wedgie thing in there, and then you have to lean over there, and then you prise it, maybe. Pallet says no.
So we're going to use a pallet breaker to break down one pallet, and we're going to time it, and then we're going to use a pallet saw to break down a pallet and time it, and then we're going to see which is the quickest and which gives you the most usable pieces of wood for your pallet builds. So I never actually knew that they made saws and blades for pallets, and this blade is called a hard nails pallet blade. And they do soft nails pallet blades as well. Seriously wet. Oh man, they weigh a ton wet. I know I've never used this or done it before, so I'm at a disadvantage.
Okay, on your marks?
Get set, go, I guess.
Oh, go!
Yeah, I guess on full size, so let's do a tot up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6 complete bits, 1 broken bit, and then the remains of the base. What you got?
I got 2 complete bits, hooray! And with a bit more work with a hammer to bash the soggy blocks off, I would have had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 complete bits and some splinters, but took a lot longer than yours, and I'm obviously not done because I've got to bash the ends off.
And I think mine was a lot slower because the wood was wet. And I think maybe combining the saw with the pallet breaker to try and pull the wood slightly away so you can get your blade in, because then all you're cutting is the nails.
Just need to cut the nails.
But the wood is obviously swollen because it's wet.
We need to test it again on dry pallets.
So would you say that the saw is a winner?
Well, you got more bits,
Yeah,
and only in
hard work,
slightly more time than me, and you were brand new to using the saw.
Yeah.
So with a bit of the knowledge that you have now, yeah, I think the saw's a winner.
Saw's a winner, but hard work. I'm absolutely knackered now.
Well, I don't know. I think my pallet breaker's probably harder work than the saw.
Yeah.
You got to give it real some welly. You got to put your back right into it and prise the boards apart. Oh, I tell you what, I've still got to bash out the nails as well. So my way is much longer and more strenuous. The saw wins.
So we just calculated that to build our toilet and bathroom section of the cabin, for the inside cladding alone, we'll need 100 pallets, like that one or like this one. So that's 100 pallets to break down. And for the complete cabin build, we need 300 pallets.
Luckily, Rosie's offered to do all of the pallet stripping for us. We'll just teach her how to use the saw.
Absolutely. Anyone staying on the wildlands, the cost is 20 pallets broken down. So, you heard it first. The quickest way of breaking down pallets is most definitely the pallet saw. So that's a big thumbs up. It's going to save a lot of time, even though it's still a lot of work. So worth pointing out, we weren't sponsored for this video, but we bought an Einhell pallet saw, and the reason we bought Einhell is because all of our other tools off-grid are Einhell, and they're all lithium battery powered, like this one here. So we have 5 of these batteries, so we use them on our miter saw, our jigsaw, our drill, and so on. And the great thing is, obviously, because we're off-grid, we can charge these up from our solar, and we've got, like I said, 5 batteries. So one stays on the drill, 2 sets of 4 that match up to 5.2 amp hours. And then as one's being used, you'd be charging the others. So free electricity off grid. So thanks very much for watching the first episode of building things off grid.
On a budget.
On a budget. And if you haven't, you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, give us a like, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.